Axis eliminated. Allies win.
Okay, welcome in everyone. Just waiting to get the server details, and I think this is the one we're using now. They all seem to be moving pretty smoothly, so I think we're sticking with this. Everyone looks happy. I don't think anyone was talking about changing again. But yeah, if you just join it, this is the playoff between KOMPLEKSI and getoprinceze. Hopefully I'm saying names right. I will apologise, I have a bit of a cold, so I might sound a bit iffy. And I have a freaking thing on my tongue as well, which I keep catching with my teeth. So if you hear me yelp, it might just be because I've caught that. But I hope everyone is good. Hope you're good, Dex. Hope you're good, Sind. Hope you're good, buddy. Always good to see you guys. Happy Monday. We haven't done a bash or anything yet. No maps have been picked. So we're just going to wait for those to come up. And we're going to have the usual bind spam. And I think we're going into a pistol bash, I think, which should then do the whole pick and banning. There was a little bit of banter at the beginning, I think, between players, just while they, I think, wanted a different server. And I don't know what's been said. But there's still a little bit of chatting going on. A little bit of pre-game chat, it's always good. I'm sure it's friendly. I don't know. It might not be. David had 4 angry German dudes ran after him then. Never a nice sight. He got it back to 2v2 though. And 2v1 even. Seba's now the one running. Bit of a drawn out down to a 1v1 on the bash. Nice. But hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Hopefully you guys can hear the game. Let me know if anything sounds a bit off, apart from me. SKZ, welcome in, buddy. Bit of a long, drawn-out bash, this one. I think neither team really wants to lose. Dex, it's good to see you, man. I hope you're well too, buddy. There you go. Getoprinceze going to win that. So the pick and ban is coming. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know why I have a cold. I think because the weather here has been just incredibly weird. Like for example, yesterday I was wearing full-on trousers, coat, raincoat, beanie, and today I'm in short and shirts. So I don't know whether my body's just not sure whether it needs to be hot or cold. I don't quite know. I don't know how our bodies work in terms of reacting to the weather, but I think my body is kind of confused. I think as is every other British dude. In terms of pick and ban, I just saw Burgundy banned. I think Matt Matter picked by KOMPLEKSI. There's a lot of other text being said in the game. Not quite sure what it means, but I'm going to look out for maps being picked or banned. Tujane picked by getoprinceze. Now, if anyone knows what this is best of, I assume it's still best of 3. I don't know if playoffs are a little bit longer. I think finals are. Karantan banned by KOMPLEKSI. But I assume it's a best of 3. I think. I'm only guessing though. So if anyone knows. Okay, Matt Matter's going to be the first map. How's jolly old England? It's actually, like I said, it's really warm today. Today it was incredibly warm for us. For a any other normal country, it would probably be quite a mild day. But for us here, it's really warm. Oh, you booked your flight over there, dude. Where are you going? Where and when? I'm guessing London is in there somewhere. London is usually on the list. That's exciting, man. Hope you have a lovely trip down. Nice, safe, happy trip down, man. Indeed, if you come anywhere near this way, I am sort of the southeast, near Norwich, basically. So, if you ever come down that way, dude, let me know. We'll go for a cup of coffee or tea. I don't know, whatever your poison is. I think we're happy with maps. Let's just go through the teams quickly. So, getoprinceze, we have, I'll call him Head, David, Rule, Schwupp, and Kick. I'm probably going to get these names wrong. For KOMPLEKSI, we have Sieber, Ravesor, Dubs, Losa, and 1950. getoprinceze are going to be attacking first as allies, and KOMPLEKSI are going to be defending. So this is it. We are running straight into it. An early smoke out by both sides, actually. Both sides using their smoke. KOMPLEKSI using every single nade. Ravesor falling, not being able to use his. That is a big name down for KOMPLEKSI. Losa getting a return kill onto Head, and Kick was about to make his way onto that mid square, but 1950 does not play by the book. Ran through the middle with shotgun and took down Kick, Rule, and Schwupp. And it is now David left on his own, and he's going to be taken down by Losa. But a key play there by 1950. I think giving us a taste of how he's going to play today. I don't know why getoprinceze didn't space out there. They had 3 players really close together. Made it super easy for 1950, but a nice first easy round for KOMPLEKSI. They're going to take that one. Or sorry, 1950 is pretty much going to take that one. Map Matter's quite a big map, as you can see where Dubs is looking at the minute. And he got a tag down that A alleyway. That's kind of a pivotal point on this map. Also where Sieber's currently looking. It's kind of a main point where allied players push. So expect players to look down there quite frequently, and a lot of action to be on this A point. It usually is the main focal point of that matter. Sieber now left on his own. A bit of a reversal here. getoprinceze enjoying more of the kills this round. And Sieber is having to jump between bomb sites. He did manage to get that kill onto David. But it was then dropped from both angles there. And Head picking up that final kill. So yeah, A is usually the focal point. B is probably more of like a last resort if the A push doesn't go well. But I have a feeling getoprinceze are probably going to hit that A bomb site quite regularly. Maybe send 1 or 2 players over to B just to draw some eyes there. And David here with the scope is going to be that man looking towards B. Rule with a kill onto Losa with that nade. Sieber now I was about to say bravely sitting in mid. It is a nade spot he was sitting in. And he did catch that one by Head. Ravesor now is going to be commanding that mid square, which again is a spot that's usually focused. Dobbs is still up with the scope and car. And Schwupp is the only player to go down for getoprinceze at the minute. Dubs is going to be the man left for KOMPLEKSI. He's going to be taken down in the back by Rule. A nice easy kill for him. 2-1 here to getoprinceze. Kendo, welcome in, buddy. London, end of June. Nice, man. You'll be heading to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium to see the mighty Pearl Jam. Dude, I love it, man. I hope you have a wonderful time, Dex. I haven't been to London in ages. I tend to avoid it if I can. So yeah, I hope you have a safe trip when it actually comes, dude. Sieber here again, pushing mid. He fired a little bit early there, gave away his position. I don't know whether he's going to have to relocate. Ravesor getting the second shot to hit its target, finding Rule. Losa covering that A alleyway, finding Head. It's going to be a bit awkward saying finding Head, isn't it? Or getting Head. I might have to think of a better name for that. 1950 again, showing that he's actually swapped shotgun now. No one actually has a shotgun here for KOMPLEKSI. Going for those long-range kills, and now Schwupp is going to be the last man left. He's going to be in the A alleyway, picks up the car, but I don't think he's going to have that for long. He does find Losa. But now he has 4 angry Komplexi players, hunting him down. And that is going to be Desmond Tutu. So pretty even start. I do think getoprinceze need to keep a bit more of an eye on that mid ground. They seem to have a bit of a gap in vision there. We've seen Seba get in there a couple of times, 1950 on that first round. And again, Seba marking A incredibly well, taking down rolling kick very quickly, and a third there onto head. Razel getting another one onto David, and Shroot again is the last man. He seems to be the back player. Does pick up two kills, but is heavily tagged with that MP44 through the smoke. He has managed to get into some form of cover. I don't think he's going to pick up that Thompson just yet. He does now.
Allies eliminated.
He brought it down to a 2v1, which is admirable, but Losa had managed to get around the back and took him down. Sammy, welcome in, buddy. Call of Booty. Sammy, you still off? I think you're off till Wednesday, aren't you? Looks like Kompleksi's gone back with that shotgun. He has indeed. And grabs the car as well. So a little bit of a buy round here for Komplexi. Shriek with the early kill onto Seba. That's what they need to do in terms of covering that mid ground. That just gives them a bit more freedom of movement. Head is now going to be the man planting at A. He was stopped though by Losa. He didn't check that curved wall. Losa now pushed off bomb site by Kick. He's eventually taken down. Bubzero is going to be the man left. Kick is going to get that plant down at A. Pretty much untested.
Explosives planted. Axis eliminated.
And David is going to be the man sitting on that spawn right side roof. And he gets that final kill. We're sitting at 3-3. He's going one round after the other. Yeah, please do, Dex. That'd be good, man. But enjoy it, dude. And, welcome to Blighty. Well, when you come down. Shroot is now actually the forward man. He's managed to get up and nearly falls prey to Seba. And he goes for the sidearm duel. Seba is eventually dropped by Raw. Good covering from him. So it does seem to be that a mid-ground is going to be the popular contested point for Matt Matter. Head has now got himself onto that mid-square. Losa is going to be the only man left. Kick is going to probably safely get that plant down at B, and he may as well, but Shroot is going to be the man to pick up that final kill. Just drops behind him and taps him in the spine. So round after round, we're kind of going backwards and forwards, but when getoprinceze cover that mid-ground, let me just try and go to that. So when getoprinceze kind of cover this mid-ground here, it really opens up a lot more freedom for them. You can see Seba and 1950 already kind of looking towards that ground end. Seba gets an early kill onto Shroot, and 1950 gets that kill onto Rule. So either cover that ground or get nades onto A just to prevent that Komplexi push. Might give getoprinceze a little more freedom, but now they're forced back. Head is kind of tucked into that. He was tucked into that A alleyway. Kick is still pretty much at spawn sandbag, and David is on the high ground at spawn. So they're kind of pinned, and they've hardly made any progress in terms of movement. Kick goes down. It's going to be David left on his own. So you have a feeling it's going to be a Komplexi round. There's indeed Razel with a nice final jump shot there. So my matter is not necessarily a rush map, but I think getoprinceze are being forced to either maybe rotate to B or just get on A bit quicker. Seba's hanging back, but 1950 is going to try and make his way onto mid-ground. He does get tagged, so that may just give them a bit of info as to where he is. There are players in A alleyway. Razel is going to be putting some bullets down there, but not finding a target. Dubs hanging back, looking towards where David is normally found sitting. Rule and Head both finding kills. Kick dropping to Seba. And this is a push here through A alleyways, which Princeze actually managed to win and take. Bubzero, the man left. He does get a kill onto David. He wins that scope duel. Quite rightly takes the high ground. but he is in a lot of trouble. This is more than likely going to be a getoprinceze round.
Axis eliminated.
And Rule is going to be the man to collect that. Yeah, that mid-ground is definitely a bit of a dueling area. I think it just shows the aggressiveness of both these two teams. KOMPLEKSI, specifically, considering they're defending, but they want the ground on that matter. They don't want to give it up to getoprinceze. Good peek there from Dubs, but it is traded as Razor dropped by kick. So Schroeter's managed to push through mid. He's just checking the angles. He spotted an Axis player, finds Sieber, who didn't quite get the kill, so this is better from Princeze. getoprinceze have the numbers on A as well. This is much better from Princeze, much better. They're basically keeping KOMPLEKSI in their own part of the map, making sure they don't get the bodies on bomb site. It may mean KOMPLEKSI may try and rotate via B now. They may try and get some bodies round. Potentially try and take out David, or at least kind of keep him pinned on that east side. But it looks like Princeze have kind of figured out KOMPLEKSI's game plan early on. So you might see a bit of a change here for KOMPLEKSI. Kick popping that smoke over towards A. Shriek with an early kill onto Losa. Rule again is allowed to go through mid with that Thompson, but he didn't check for 1950. Sieber and Ravesor both picking up kills, and just like that, a complete rotate of the previous round. Nice to see a few compliments going out as well. Of course, it would be Ravesor, wouldn't it? It would be. .65 here. So one round away from the half. Could be a 6-6. Sieber looking for that early jump. Not finding it. Nice nade there from Rule. Finding 1950. I think if that missed, the other one wouldn't have. Looks like Princeze want that mid-square open. So a slow push here from getoprinceze, not really showing their hand too early. Low set with that carcass. One thing about these teams, most of them usually go car 98, and whenever you hear a shot, it usually means a kill. These guys don't miss that often. Shriek finds Sieber, Losa then finding Rule. It's 3v2 in favour of KOMPLEKSI. Shriek is peeking towards A. Does get a tag onto Ravesor, who is forced into hiding. And around 45 seconds to make something happen here. David is probably going to linger behind Shroot a little bit. Shroot is going to have to push and be aggressive, because David can't really do that with the scope. Bullets flying over from both angles here. Shroot can't really fall to a Luger. He manages to get the bash, but Ravesor with the bait kill covered his teammate well after he was killed, but it will do the job. So we are going to see a 6-6. That is how that half is going to end. getoprinceze are now going to be defending. KOMPLEKSI are now going to have that chance to attack. So then you can't really get any more even than that. Few nades being exchanged, no kills, and pretty much reverse it. Losa now being the man charging through middle. He did get that headshot onto Shroot, but is then taken down by kick. Let's see, but just merging out onto that A. Good reactions from him. Picking up a double, just clearing that bomb site on both angles. Being careful not to tag his teammates as well. That could get a few unhappy faces. But Komplexi doing a really technical push onto A, getting it from both angles. Not deciding to go for the plant, which is strange. I think 1950 is going to do that now. David isn't in with much hope here. Even less now. 1950 charges around the corner with the shotgun. A really good tactical push from Komplexi there. Kind of came at A from both angles, from A alleyway and from that main street. Good to see they're kind of doing that tactical, technical teamwork. You don't really get that with the new CODs. I always say that. This is a real tactical game. So a few players for Princeze actually pushing east side now, actually. David is going to be over there with two others. Losa already on a bomb site. Pretty much uncontested. That leaves getoprinceze with a little bit of running to do. Ravesor taken down. He actually does have scope now, I believe. Kick is the man left. So it was a bit of a gamble here for getoprinceze, just to push to that east side and pretty much give up a bomb site to Komplexi. It didn't pay off. Sieber there rarely misses his shot. So an interesting play, something that does work, but you have to be quick. It's a bit like gambling with Burgundy, giving players B bomb site and pushing through mid, maybe rotating around A. It's kind of similar in this respect. But you have to be quick. You have to kind of make sure that rotate is quick. Losa and Dubs both picking up kills. Beg your pardon, Ravesor didn't have the scope, and it is Dubs. Sieber and 1950 both picking up kills. And Sieber peeking just at the wrong time there. Losa now trying to get that plant down, but he's not going to do it. David there with a lovely reaction to find his head. It is a 1v1. 1950 versus David, and 1950 is about to get the plant down. He does. He does have the car as well as a shotgun.
Axis eliminated.
And David walked right into that one. Komplexi gaining a little bit of a buffer here. 3 rounds ahead. Shriek timing that rush nade may pay off for him. Not this time. Kick and Rule both getting tagged. Shriek just marginally missing that bullet. 1950 finding head. Ooh, Kick got a tag there onto Losa, but wasn't enough. That one was. Great reaction there onto 1950. Sieber is going to look to get that plant down at A, and he does. Rule is just on that outskirts of that smoke there, looking in to see if he can get any vision, but he is denied and put down by Sieber. 3 Axis players taking the high ground, looking to try and gain as much information as they can. David tagged, pushed back into hiding. You can hear sidearms being brought out, and I think Shrew actually tagged David there a little bit. Ravesor does get a double, finds Kick, and then finds Shriek, and he gets the third, finding David. This guy rarely misses. Wonderful defense from him. He's so patient, picks his moments. Still has great reactions though. Wonderful play from him. Makes it 10-6 to Komplexi. And they seem to be enjoying that allied team a lot more than Axis. Not to say they did bad on defense, but their push is just much more effective. Sieber with an early nade, finding head. Dubs also getting a tag. Finding Shrew and Kick by the looks of it. Sieber another kill, finding Kick. He is on that bomb site so quick. A third kill for Sieber. Losa picking up 1. Is now David. Hadn't even made his way onto mid square, and he's now the last man. The plant goes down at A. Again, you can hear Sieber pinging off the M1. He's going to get another kill. David's going to find him there. This has to be a Komplexi round. I don't know whether David can pull off something special here. He's not going to be allowed. Ravesor is going to collect that kill again. He is currently sitting near the top, but Sieber, the man, he's just really enjoying Matt Matter. He's a loving life at the minute. 11-6. Komplexi 2 rounds away from taking Matmata. Welcome in, everybody. If you just joined in, this is the first map. So don't worry. We still have at least one more. David looking east side, which hasn't really been pushed at all by either team. He gets the head of Razor though as he just runs across the wall. Wonderful shot from him. Losa with a tack nade. See if that is going to find a target. It doesn't. He has picked up another grenade though. Seba just hanging around in that A alleyway, biding his time. Slow round here. Losa denied that plant. 1950 getting a return kill onto David. 1950 is now going to be trying to get that plant at B. And he does. The first B plant of the game. Just as I was saying about East being pretty quiet. Komplexi go and prove me wrong. 1950 was trying to back off, but Kick was keen to spot him. See, but probably should have ducked there. He stayed up a little bit too long. Dubzo is going to be there to take it to map point. Getoprinceze have been, I was going to say, they've actually been so quiet on Axis. They haven't actually got around yet. This has all been Komplexi. Nice nade there from C, but again he picks up that kill. Razor as well with a kill. 1950 with a kill. These late delayed nades, sorry, are so effective. Axis players hang back a bit just to avoid just that. And unfortunately, Komplexi knew they were going to do that. David has rotated around to each side, but 1950 is going to be there to make it 13-6. What a round. Complete domination from Komplexi on allies. There was nothing that Getoprinceze could do for that. So Matmata does go to Komplexi. I think Tujane is the next map, I believe. I think that was picked by Princese. So I think that's where we're going next. It is indeed. You know, I don't think Komplexi are going to be too unfamiliar with Tujane, although it is a Princese map. I don't think players like 1950, Raves or Losa are going to be too upset about Tujane being picked. I think a few players might be going for a smoke break, but that was an incredibly quick Matmata. Both teams were incredibly aggressive on the first 6 rounds. They were actually meeting each other in the middle. I don't think they were too focused on the bomb sites. They kind of just wanted to get in each other's faces. Shroot is keen to go. Everyone is in their right team, so I think we should be going fairly soon. Here we go. Just like Komplexi have chosen to go Axis. And Getoprinceze are going to be attacking first. I wonder if Tujane is going to be as quick as Matmata was. We shall see. David still with the scope. Losa getting onto the A-roofs nice and early. Does get a tag onto Kick. He's going to be looking on that east rush route. He misses that shot. Checks for an allied scope. He's backed up by Seba, who is at A palm tree. 1950 at B boxes. David with the first opening kill onto Losa, taking him off A roof. Head finding Raves or Seba with a nice quick peek onto Kick. Head then finding Dubs. 1950 just peeking those boxes, finding Rule in the alleyways. Gives himself a bit more freedom of movement, but probably a bit too much because David was still at spawn. He did see him. I'm not quite sure why he stayed out in the open. Siebert now, the last man left, quietly making his way onto A roofs. And doing so incredibly stealthily. Misses that, gives his position away. That could butt him in the butt. And David is there again. Picks up 2 this round. No, picks up 3. Beg your pardon. Showing just how pivotal scope is on Tujane. So first round here to Princeze. I'm sure that is exactly how they wanted it to go. A nice, slow, steady push. Early nade there from Kick, finding 1950. Kick finding a headshot as well. Nearly getting the 3rd. Incredibly confident player. Getting another 3rd onto Ravesol. I'm surprised Ravesol missed that. Kick has pushed so far. He's actually up to Banana. Making a nuisance of himself at peak just a bit too much. Dob just getting that tiny part of his head. Schroeder's now made his way over to B. And getoprinceze have left 2 players back. One at spawn. And Rule in mid. Good play from him. Nice interesting play from Princeze. Not kind of just rushing players forward. Almost kind of drip feeding a player forward, gaining a bit of ground, allowing another player to move up. It's nice to see. David just missed that shot. He's going to need to make this if he can. 1950, picking up a nade kill as well as Head. Siebert finding Rule. Head has actually managed to make his way all the way over to B roofs. He's up by Sandbag. He spotted a player in the left, but picked up Siebert Dubs. Takes him mid-flight. And David now the last man for Princeze. I think this could be the first Komplexi round. He has been spotted, and he missed that shot into 1950. Great reaction from him. Bit of a buy round here for Komplexi. 1950 taking that Lee Enfield as well as his shotgun. That smoke obscuring Komplexi's vision completely. Great play from Rule to use that nade. I think he knew that MG was going to be occupied just to put some pressure down mid. He delayed it. It landed right in Dubzera's pocket. Losa with a good kill. Cross map from A roofs there. Jumps off at the right time as well, because that nade landed right where he was. A bit of a team up kill there from Rule and Shroot. Those are now the last man. He's going to struggle here, I think, as talented as he is. Changes direction. But it wasn't enough. The last bullet from Head's M1 actually got him just through the canopy there by the looks of it. Great quick shot there from Shroot. Was unfortunately dropped, but he did the damage before he went. getoprinceze getting a 2-round buffer. So Komplexi are playing a little bit more safe on Tujane. I think they know this is Princeze's map, so they're not rushing. They're not sending any players forward up to cage at the minute. Could just be out of respect for Princeze. They're not looking to gain as much ground as they can. Kick's push has been diverted a little bit. He's looking over towards A alcove. Just through cage, but he isn't getting the target he wanted. He's incredibly drawn there, though. I think he must have seen someone go in. He definitely saw someone on B there, but just as he turned round, Losa peaked at the right time. We're having a little bit of lag, but making his way through the alleyways. Watching that nade destroy the turf. Pops that nade over the back of B. Doesn't find anyone, but they probably will know his position. Mavil, the score was 13-6 to Komplexi on that matter.
Allies eliminated. Axis win.
Thank you, Scroozy. Nice quick early kill there from Shroot, finding Seba. He has to get up in their faces pretty quickly here before Komplexi can get into position. Dubs evening things up, finding Kick. A nice weighted push there from Head, but he was eventually dropped by Ravesor. It was if he could have just got that kill with the M1 and got into cover, Ravesor wouldn't have found him. But an interesting spot for him to sit there, waited for he waited for Dubs just to make that shot and then charged, but what he could have done with charging just a second earlier. Shroot is now the man left against Alosa and Ravesor.
Allies eliminated.
And Alosa's going to be the man to collect that, and we're at 3-3. Good play from them. A-Roofs does seem to be a popular spot. It does give you even if you don't get kills, you can still see players rushing over the east side from there, so it's not surprising that Komplexi are populating that with at least one player around. I think he's going to be on that cage roof, just looking towards the B boxes. Doesn't manage to get a tag. But does have that smoker's cover just by Kubel. I think we heard a player land near him. Put some bullets in just to be sure. Does get a tag onto 1950. But unfortunately doesn't manage to get that kill roll with a little bit of lag. Which hopefully doesn't come in at an awkward moment. And David missing that. Bullets coming back at him. 1950 finding Head. Lucia just covering those alleyways onto B. Spotted that nade well. Moved out of the way. And Raw was there just waiting with the shotgun on the floor. Put some lead in his kneecap. Nice kill there from Dubs. But didn't expect Kick. Hanging there, good cover from him. Seba's left.
Eliminated. Allies win.
And David being pretty pivotal on 2 Jane so far. 4-3 here. Still fairly similar round as we saw on that matter. He says he did have a bit of a gap. They had a 2-round gap. It's now been reduced to 1. And he's got the back of Alosa with the early kill, finding Head. Shroot's going to be sitting just on the edge of that smoke. Kick, finding 1950. Shroot bravely pushes through. Raw with a nice nade. I think that just landed on near Banana. And that found Seba, which allows Shroot just to push up a little bit more to the next layer of smoke. David with a tiny gap, finding Ravesor. Losa is now the man left. And he is in cage of all places, finds Kick. Then finds David, a bit of a duel there, spots the next player. He's keen eyes, this guy. Not keen enough though. Rule is going to be there from behind. He waited well. He's going to be 5-3 to Princeze. Few early nades here from Princeze. In fact, 3 went out, delaying that smoke, but Komplexi have used theirs. Wonder where their smoke went, actually. Where did they pop that? In fact, where did they pop that smoke? Where'd that smoke go? Where did... Komplexi used their smoke, but it kind of just went nowhere. There's only 1 smoke that's been used. That's really odd. Oh, they didn't have a shotgun. That'd be why. That would be why. Komplexi doing what they do best. and going full on 4 Kar 98s and 1 scope. That would be why they didn't use a smoke. Interesting. Wonder why I only heard 1 smoke. But again, just not having that shotgun, just look how much it slows things down. Already a minute in, and the first kill just comes. So, Komplexi wanting to slow things down a little bit more. Try and keep the distance between them and Princezi, but Princezi going to happily take that, picking up long-range kills, leaving Dub0 on his own at the back of A. Gives away his position there. Kick is going to freely plant that bomb on B, while other players from Princezi are going to try and pin him in and keep him busy. Head is going to be the man to collect it. Interesting that Komplexi just choose to completely drop the shotgun. I wonder if they're going to stick with that now. They are indeed. They're still going with it. 4 Kar 98s and 1 scope. Always love to see a different gameplay, not really going with the generic scope shotgun roll. It certainly didn't pay off for them last round, and it definitely isn't paying off for them this round. Princezi showing why they enjoy Tujane. Shrew was going to be looking towards A roof, but he didn't look hard enough. 1950 takes him off that ramp. I think Head has seen a player on that A roof, but Kick is going to be the man to collect. That allows him to move up a little bit more. Looks like David is going to push up. Rule is dropped by Sieber, who is joined by Losa. Nice jump there from Sieber. Picking up a second. Head is going to look to wait for him to peek that corner. I think he doesn't want anything to do with that. He instead finds a Losa at B. This is why they didn't go shotgun. Now it's starting to come together. Now it's starting to come together. 6-4. Just not having that shotgun just allows him just to stay on high ground a little bit more. Not really go the generic route of kind of 3 smoke on mid, and keeping high ground on Tujane is pretty pivotal. But now that 1950 has that Kar 98, he has actually picked the shotgun back up. It is now Princezi's turn to just go with standard weapons with no secondary. We're all waiting for that smoke to plume. Pops a nade over to the back of B as well, just for good measure. David with a kill onto Dubs. Raw now might have to get into the action with that shotgun and make a bit of a nuisance of himself. David with a late nade. Finds Sieber. Razor the only man left with a nade at the minute. Head was lucky there. He didn't actually check that A roof. Maybe thought he had a teammate covering him. Kick winning that side-arm duel against Ravesor. Los is now the man left. Rule is going to be the man to take him down and grab his car. So 1 round away from the half. Princezi look a lot more confident on Tujane. Los is going to be the man to take A roof. Pops that nade over. Ravesor gets an early kill. Sieber, probably knowing this is maybe the last round, actually does that daring Axis push. It's paying off for them. 1950 and Losa both picking up kills as well. Komplexi now on a hunt.
Allies eliminated.
Paid off really well from great push there. Princezi definitely didn't expect that, and they grabbed that last round just before the half. Probably certainly one they needed. 8-4 was quite a gap, but 7-5 isn't too bad. We do switch. Princezi now go to Axis. Komplexi now go on the allied attacking side. Let's see how things change. We haven't actually seen a full-on A push yet, but Komplexi look to be going pretty much Lee Enfield, shotgun and scope. So no Thompsons, probably no rush yet. Sieber with an early nade kill onto Raw, Kick, and then David both replying in kind. Finding 1950 and Sieber. Komplexi man down, taking things a little bit slower. Razor just daring to move up to Banana. He was traced by the MG, but luckily nothing caught him. He wants to push to B, but he has seen the target there. Losa is left with him. Shroot is going to just push east side a bit, maybe look to try and get high ground if he can, potentially on the roof just here. No, he's going to stay low. Kick, finding Ravesor. Losa is the man left for Komplexi, and he is pretty much still at spawn. Can't really blame him, didn't really have too far to go.
Allies eliminated.
And Shroot on that east push managed to find him. Good play. We may go to a third map, you know. It could happen. That was a good nade, though. Ooh, head just managing to miss that. David not missing that shot onto Ravesor, though. Great early kill from him. Ravesor doesn't really seem to be enjoying Tujane as much as he did on Map Matter. We're all getting a little bit of lag, which is unfortunate. Hopefully it doesn't interrupt his nade there. Kick also finding 1950. Losa has managed to get onto East Truck. He gets a tag onto Shroot, I believe. Siebert finding David. Losa giving his position away, choosing to go high ground, but just slipping off the top of the ladder there. Getoprinceze do have two men up. They may try and rotate, so Siebert might have to keep an eye on his back, just in case.
Allies eliminated.
Nice no-scope there. That's actually a lovely no-scope. 9-5 here to Princeze. They're only 4 away from taking it to a third, so it could happen. I don't actually know what the third is. I'm guessing maybe Burgundy. Dobbs and Ravesor both picking up early kills. That is definitely going to help. And Losa here is going to have that freedom just to move up east side. Ravesor finding Kick. And Rule now suddenly left on his own. He might try and save if he can find a hiding spot. Not going to get the chance. He did get 1 kill, but he might have wanted to try and stay alive just to keep that shotgun Lee Enfield combo, but not going to happen. 9-6. Are Komplexi going to pull a long combat out of their pockets now? Getoprinceze just daring to push a little bit further forward. We're all just pushing up to Cage, sitting on the outskirts of that smoke, just moving up to Kubel. He did finally take down Ravesor. Also grab the extra nade, which is going to be helpful. Gets a second kill onto Dobbs, but walks right into Sieber. David then finds Losa. Kick has got himself into the action, but he might find himself in trouble. And nade there from Sieber finding David. Kick finding Ravesor. Sieber now left for Komplexi. Completely bypassing Kick at B. Shroot is going to go to A roof. I think Kick did actually spot him. Or did he? Maybe he didn't. He definitely did now. Shroot missing that shot and dropped by Sieber. That makes it incredibly tense for Kick. They are just going to wait for each other. But the onus is on Sieber to plant if he can. He might make his way over to A. Just keeping his back covered. He still has a little bit of time. That's exactly what he's going to do. Kick must know that. And Sieber's going to make it really hard for him. He's going to plant it on the top of A. Kick needs to move.
Explosives planted!
Where's Sieber going to go? Kick has a long journey, but he has to deal with Sieber first. And Sieber's just going to hide. I think Kick knows exactly where he's gone. Great play from Sieber. Taking 4 that round as well. led Kick exactly where he wanted him to go. Wonderful play. Grabbed a much-needed round for Komplexi. 9-7. That buffer is closing. Remember, if Komplexi win to Jane, they win. I'm assuming it's still best of 3. That nade is going to be close to Shroot. He's forced to jump off a Ruser. A bit of a no-scope here from Head. Nice play. Rawley's going to be covering A short with that shotgun. That pretty much nullifies that. He might actually get the chance to push now, though. They are 2 men up. Losa finding Shroot. He is still on spawn roof, but Rule, I don't think he expected him there at all. Ravesor finding Head from E-Struck. 1950, good coverage from him. Ravesor is not afraid. He charges players down whenever he wants. Nice no-scope onto Kick. Will also grab that Car 98. He looks like he's feeling it. He is feeling it. Rule is the man left against 1950 and Ravesor. 1950 is going to be sitting just at the back of that B truck. Ravesor at East truck. Good play from Komplexi. They're coming back. They are coming back. I think they're starting to get into a rhythm, which getoprinceze really wanted to try and prevent. Good name there from David, finding Ravesor. That's a big name down for Komplexi. Kick, finding Losa. Dubs, finding Rule. Princeze are going to be without their shotgunner. 1950 is still up though. He does have the car as well. Shotgun is still active for Komplexi. Things have slowed down. 3v3. Princeze, you just have to wait. Kick deciding now is the time to use that nade. Fires into the smoke and misses. Luckily the return shot misses as well. David is still at A. He's also backed up by Head. Looks like Komplexi are going to try and shut down B if they can. Certainly seems to be where they're looking. They still have time. They're making sure every angle is covered. Good play there from Dubs. Great play finding Kick as a second kill. Now leaving Head left on his own. He is all alone at A. And doesn't have much of a hope here from preventing this going to 9-9. Dubs with 4 that round. Transitioning between scope and car. Great play from him. Covered that entrance onto B incredibly well. And it is 9-9. And a timeout here called by Kick. Rightly so. They have given away quite a few rounds. Although not even... Not sure why that was called. Maybe just a... can't even call it a tactical one. No idea what that was for, but there you go. Komplexi with a buy round. 1950 having the car and shotgun. Losa now using Thompson and car. Probably my favourite combo. 1950 picking up that nade kill onto David. There is one person from Princeze on the MG putting bullets through the smoke. Not finding anyone. Shroot landing right in front of 1950. Rule has got in the faces of Komplexi before he's taken down by Ravesor. 1950 looks to plant, but he was shut down there by Kick. Good play. 2v2. Losa did get a tag onto Kick there. Seba finding Head. Kick versus Losa and Seba In fact, Kick has now made it 1v1. But Losa with a lovely peek. It's 10-9. Komplexi are 3 rounds away from winning this. I honestly thought Princeze were going to feel a bit more comfortable on Tujane, but they've slipped just a little bit on Axis. They did the same on Matt Matter. I don't know whether their defense is just a little too weak or just Komplexi's push is just a little too strong. Maybe a combo of the two, but they are 2 men up now, so they have a bit more ground that they can cover. And they are being brave with their push. Although Losa and Ravesor have just evened things up. 1950 actually giving them an advantage. 3v2 Shroot frozen in spot. There aren't many places he can go. He will need to be incredibly careful. I don't know what he's doing there. He was just waiting, but got the kill in the end. I don't know whether he froze or got nervous. Not quite sure what happened there, but Head also getting the kill from behind. Ravesor now left on his own. He's going to be in those B alleyways, looking over the East Truck. He has a minute to play with. Can he bring his team to 11-9? The odds are against him. Not anymore, they're not. Great reaction shot there from him. Dropping Shroot like he was nothing. One v one here. Head versus Ravesor as he makes his way over to B. And he has 25 seconds. Head is just waiting near spawn. He might actually get a good angle if he pushes through Main Street. He might actually get Ravesor as he tries to plant. He's given himself a little bit of vision. Ah, good play. Manages to prevent the plant. Just needs to play with Ravesor here. He's done well. Needs to stay alive. Great play from Head. Really good play. He did just enough to get Ravesor off the plant with only a couple of seconds left. Wonderful play. A really vital round. Brought it back to 10-10. Lots of nades coming over from Princeze there. Not finding a target. Seba did though. As did David. 1950 dropped. Hardly any machine guns used at all in this game. All players preferring the rifle, and that's why they don't miss. Brawler's got himself into a bit of a close combat shot here. Not happy with those shots. And Losa there just kind of dissolved into the environment. And makes his way over to high ground. Managed to miss that shot there. It was quite lucky, but Kick walking right into that shot. It is now 1v1, Rule versus Losa. To take either of their teams to 11-10. Just depends who's it going to be.
Axis eliminated.
It's going to be Komplexi.
Allies win.
Losa taking 4 kills that round. Also grabbing the M1. He may well give that to 1950. Or is he going to keep it? Nope, he's going to give the car, I think, to 1950. He does. David going to the back of B. 2 rounds needed here for Komplexi, and that's it. Someone is keeping their hand on left click on the MG. 1950 somehow Neo dodges those bullets there using the post as cover. Seba picking up a double before eventually being dropped by David. 1950 then dropping him. And in around 30 seconds we're down to a 2v2. Just shows when that shotgun is up. For Komplexi, rounds go a lot quicker. Kick is left on his own. Look at the damage done by that MG. Sprayed over to spawn roof. 1950 looks the plan.
Allies
And
win.
Losa was covering him. It's now match point here to Komplexi. If getoprinceze get the next round, we go to overtime on Tujane. But they need to make sure they get that. They still have an opportunity to take it to a third. But if Komplexi win, they're not going to have that opportunity. David starts things off well. Finds Seba. Bob's though evening things up. Finding Shrew. 1950 has got himself into action with the shotgunner. Losing drop by rule. Ravesor finding the Axis scope. Got 3v3 here. Dub's taking a lot of damage but recovering. But he could well be the target again for Komplexi on this potential final round. It's looking good here. Komplexi have 2 chances to win. Even if they don't win this round, they still have another opportunity. It looks like it could be it. Head is going to be the last. Not going to happen. GG, both teams. Incredibly talented display of COD 2 from both teams. What a game. Absolute domination from Komplexi on Matmata. That was incredibly humbling to watch. And then Princese showing that they do indeed know Tujane very well. A nice kind of steady push from them on attack. But unfortunately, defense just wasn't there for them, sadly. But either way, great game by both teams. Thank you, everyone, for having me. I really, really do appreciate it. I'm just going to see if there's anyone to raid to send you guys over to. Obviously, Raves always streaming his point of view. I'm not quite sure if he has another game up next. I don't think he does. But let's have a look. Anyone else playing Call of Duty? Ben Q is doing some solo queue. So, might send you over to him. Did you go see Ben Q? He's doing some solo queue. Might just keep it in the COD 2 theme. Let's have a look. But yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'll be back a bit later to play something different. But yeah, thank you for having me. Maybe go see Scarlett. Actually, I haven't seen Scarlett for a bit. She's doing some PUBG. Let me owe her a couple of raids, couple of hellos. So she's doing some PUBG. So thank you for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully see you again in another COD 2 game very, very soon. I love you. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay horny. Look after yourselves. And hopefully see you guys again very, very soon.